Welcome to the world famous Buckeye show hosted by you guys, Cleveland Mike and Terry, man. Welcome to Fall Camp Eve for the Buckeyes.
Go.
Terry, man, how have you been this week, man? What's been going on?
Brother, I had a really good week this week, man. Honestly, bro, like everything been going good, man. Just trying to get my kids through the last little bit of summer so they can go back to school. You know how that is. So been doing a lot of stuff with them, man. We've been swimming so much this summer. It's been crazy. I've been in the pool more this summer than I ever been in my whole life, man. So what's up with you though?
Hey, I ain't been doing nothing, just been trying to heal up. You know, I told you about this flag football league that I kind of joined at my church.
You didn't tell me that, man.
Oh man, I thought I told you, but yeah, this was you know, I was able to get out there a couple times, but my daughter's dance schedule was always crazy. So now that it's not competition season, I was able to get back out there this past Saturday, man. And it's just like I went up in the air for the ball while I was on defense, and
You ain't supposed to be in the air, Mike.
Man, I came down on my feet, you know, my legs normal, but the other person didn't, and they came down like right into the side of my calf. So it's been hurting ever since that Saturday morning. So I guess I just got a sprain, and yeah, so I know it's gonna take about a couple weeks to heal up.
You know, that's how I broke my leg in middle school. I was playing football. Not like this wasn't pad football. This was like recess football. And I was running in front of the dude, got a little block, and then my teammate that had the ball got tackled into my leg and bent my leg in, bro. Broke it in an L shape on my knee. Yeah, had me out for. I'm talking. It took a long time to heal for that, bro. Yeah. I was like, man, but hey, we got it right there.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen to me. Woo! I don't know how
it sucked, dude. Yeah, I had a cast on my thigh to my ankle, bro. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, man. So, but we're glad to be back here with you all, man. We got a jam-packed show. We got a lot to get into. You got Ohio State getting into the camp. We're going to preview camp. Buckeyes getting awards. And then at the end of the show, we're also going to talk about where the Buckeyes stack up against the rest of college football in certain positions. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the show.
World famous Ohio State Buckeyes.
We might be in a situation where we have a superstar coach on our hands, kind of like how we did with Brian Hartline.
So right from the jump, make sure they understand they're playing somebody different tonight. They're playing the Buckeyes. They're playing the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Being the Buckeye, there's nothing better, bro. What's going on, y'all, man? Just to start it off, man, I want to just talk about Justin Fields last week, man. Last Thursday, he was carted off the field. But, you know, a lot of people don't understand Justin Fields. They don't know he's a dog. The very next day, he was back on the field, man. So shout out to Justin Fields. Just glad to see him healthy, man, because even though he's not playing for my Steelers anymore, I am still rooting for him.
Yeah, obviously, bro. Justin Fields, dog, need to see a comeback season from him this year. Obviously, playing with Garrett Wilson and Jeremy Ruckert out there now at the Jets. So I hope to see him ball out this year, man. I was worried when that happened, bro. My first thought was he's done. Like, he's probably done for good. He'll probably never start in the league again if he gets an injury like that, just with how long he's been in the league and stuff. So.
Right,
man. Shout out to him. Shout out to him coming back, and he was moving pretty spry out there when he came back, bro. So, hey, big year loaded for Justin Fields. Hopefully,
yeah, man, definitely. Hopefully, big news coming for Justin, man. I mean, honestly, the highlights is looking good. Garrett Wilson out there looking good. So, I mean, hopefully, big things happen for him. You got Coach Prime, man. We thought that his announcement, or I definitely thought that his announcement was going to be about him retiring. I'm like, man, Coach Prime has his out. He has his out now, right? No, what does he do? He announces that he has been battling cancer and that they had to remove his bladder. And now I believe he is cancer free. So prayers for Coach Prime, man. Hopefully, he's healthy. He says that he's healthy. He says seeing the guys was definitely motivation and inspirational for him. So just, big prayers to Coach Prime and his family, man. And he didn't tell his sons at all. And I mean, I just think that was just selfless on him. And he just wanted them to be able to go ahead, focus on their careers, right? Focus on their careers, whatever they have to do. And I mean, if he had probably told Shedeur about it, does Shedeur go to Cleveland and go and hang out with the kids like he did in the hood?
Yeah, it's sad, man. And I need to ask you because I didn't see the press conference. What did he say about coaching? Is he planning on still coaching? Like, is he good to go or like?
Oh yeah, he's good to go. He's not retiring. So I mean, I thought he was going to announce that he was retiring, but he didn't.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Look, I honestly, bro, it seems like he's been through a lot with his medical situation. I know he had the situation with like his feet and all that. So, man, shout out to Coach Prime, man. I hope he just stays himself and just continues doing his thing out there in Colorado, man. And obviously I'll pray for him for good health and stuff like that. And I don't really have much to comment on it. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Definitely.
But fortunate that he was able to get it taken care of, because someone else may not have been so lucky. So
facts, man. Connor Stallions is popping up again in the news, man. Jack Sawyer was asked a question just about the sign stealing stuff. Jack Sawyer just seemed like he gave an honest answer, said obviously this past season in 2024 and in 2023, he believed they beat him fair and square, right? He said now the 2022 season, he said now a lot of people are taking his words out of context, and I know exactly what he meant by it felt like all game we were beating the hell out of them, and they still found a way to win. And I'm going to tell you why he felt that. And that's because in the trenches on defense, for majority of the game, they were. There's a reason why when I go back and I talk about that game in 2022, I talk about how we were just putting pressure on their O-line and their big runs. They were averaging like maybe 2 yards, if that, maybe 1 yard a carry. And their big runs, that's where it happened. Now, where they were getting off at was in the passing game because we ain't had no DBs at the time. But, I mean, I felt like Jack Sawyer answered it truthfully. The thing is Connor Stallion said that he wasn't going to speak on this any longer, yet every time someone brings up about the sign stealing, he can't help himself.
Yeah, he really can't. And I think that he feels like he has like the inside track to like dunk on people with using the information that he knows. I don't know, man. Like, I think Jack Sawyer was not wrong about what he said at all. All he said was that they felt like that. And so you can look at the field and look at the stats and look at everything you want and say that didn't happen. But at the end of the day, the players felt like they were dominating. And I'm pretty sure that before the 2 long runs in the fourth quarter, they had like 2 yards of carry or something. So he's not wrong about it. You know what I mean? Like they were doing very well. And I think that game specifically, the first half, they had like 1 yard rushing or something like that. It was either 10 or 1 or something. I don't know, man. I feel like that game probably for Jack Sawyer was just like it was for most Ohio State fans. We're watching the game. We're like, okay, this is a good game. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, now our offense doesn't work at all. And now Michigan's can score on one play every time. It's like, okay, well, here we go. But as far as Connor Stallions goes, bro, I just think that, and I could be completely wrong about this. I've never like taken a full stance on like, I think Michigan's going to get this or that. But I think that Connor Stallions feeling like he needs to justify the wins that Michigan got or like basically defend them. I don't think that's a good thing for Michigan, for the outlook with the I guess like the verdict or whatever coming soon, the punishment coming soon.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not a good thing for them that he's trying to defend the legitimacy of those wins, just because it kind of tells me maybe that they're going to vacate some wins. I know Michigan fans don't care about that. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody cares about their own thing. But me personally, I hope they vacate all the wins. Like, I don't care. Like,
don't hurt me now.
Right. It ain't gonna, this is gonna be more crap to talk.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know what's going to happen with the punishment, but I just think that the fact that he continues to talk about it while majority of the Team Up North facility program has kind of just been tight-lipped, but he's just been, what they say, loose lips sink ships, right? And he's just the one that continuously is talking. And it's funny that a lot of the Team Up North fans and their beat writers think that this guy is out here cooking when he tweets. And it's like, no. Shout out to my guy Juck on Bucks. I watched his episode talking about it, man. And Juck was just like, he said, you had every sign or whatever for the Ohio State 2022 game. You said that weeks ago. Now all of a sudden you saying the signs changed. So now you didn't have every single sign? I mean, you got to make up your mind, kind of Stallions. You contradicting yourself. You seem like a liar and a narcissist. So anybody that's really backing them up, shout out to the Team Up North fans that's just reading through the BS and not defending this guy, man. I mean, I think he's making that university look bad. But if that's what they want and that's how they want to look, that's their program. So, all right, look like Terry had to take a break. Oh, there, he's back.
My bad. Oh, somebody knocked on my door, bro.
Hey, happened to me, man. People soliciting, man. Hey, happens to me all the time.
I was actually a family friend that knocked on the door. They was giving me some stuff for my kids, but but nobody else is here, so nobody else can answer it. I'm like, man, let me go answer the door real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back though. We should be good now. Yeah,
man. But I mean, like I said, if you want to be associated with Connor Stallions and that's what you want your program to be known as, a narcissistic, delusional, selfish, because he's not thinking about the program. He's only thinking about himself. And I encouraged everybody to continue to tweet at him, continue to tag him in it, continue to ask him questions, because he cannot help himself. He cannot stay quiet, flat out.
Yeah, and it's almost funny just watching him try to like comment and just dunk on everybody. Like even that, right? He's like, well, they used a basic sign and blah 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 blah. And it's just like in the process of talking about that, he basically admitted like, yeah, we knew all their signs, which I know he already did that the last time when he listed out every game where they knew all the signs and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know. That dude's so full of himself. He just can't help but try to like dunk on people and try to sound like the smartest person in the room. And most of the time he doesn't. He just ends up saying something like that's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? It's like, nothing he said like surprising. It's just like, okay, you knew the sign. That's cool. Like, and he's like, well, they changed the signs. I'm sorry to interrupt you though, Mike. I know you was about to say something, but this is one thing I've been wanting to say on a mic because I don't type and argue with people on Twitter. I hate doing that. But it's like the one thing that he said is like Ohio State changed their signs before the 2022 game. Your coach said that. And what people are not understanding is that when they can go to every single game and record every single play of every single game with the sign, it doesn't matter if you change your plays. You would have to create all new signs that you've never used before in the last 2 years. If you didn't, you would have to make this play be a sign that you've never used before in the last 2 years, or they're going to know what it means. And it's like, come on, bro, nobody's going to do that. And even if a team does do that, what kind of advantage or disadvantage is it putting them at for the week when they have a week to practice just like you have? So you have a week to practice where you get to do your regular shebang that you're doing, but this team over here has to spend this week learning entirely new signs that they've never used before and ever. So I don't know. That whole thing is just dumb. He keeps trying to justify their wins, and it's like once it's all dropped and on what actually happened, like it doesn't matter. The Michigan fans are always going to say that the wins are justified, and maybe some other people will too, who just want to be that way. But ultimately, there'll always be that, like, those wins are not legit, regardless, no matter how you spend it. Like,
yeah, I don't respect it, but it is what it
me
is,
either.
man.
That's
I'm
what I'm
on
saying.
the 2025, man. I'm ready for this camp season to start, man.
No, hey,
but
me too.
before we get into that, man, let's make sure that we are taking care of business, man. Get your business product, service, or personal brand to the next level by partnering with the Voice of College Football. See what our partner, Win Agency, has to say about its sponsorship experience with us on the screen. Let's discuss how you can also reach your target market. Contact us at sponsorships at vocfb.com today. Again, that is sponsorships at vocfb.com. All right, welcome back, man. So let's talk some Ohio State stuff, man. You got some awards going around.
Hey, Mike, real quick. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Before we go on from this, one of the big topics of the show today is going to be obviously fall camp coming up, right? What I want to do before we move on, I want to ask everybody in the chat, what do you guys think is the most important thing for Ohio State this fall camp for them on their quest to repeat? I want you guys to get that discussion going. We're going to talk about it here in a little bit, but if you guys have some time to get that discussion going, maybe we can get some of your comments mixed in and kind of see what you guys are talking about. So just let us know in the chat what you guys think. And Mike, go ahead, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to get that out because I couldn't wait, dude. I know I was telling you I wanted to do it, but I couldn't wait to ask for the chat for their opinion because I'm curious. I think they're going to give us some good answers.
No, I got you, man. And shout out Burks, man. He said, yeah, pre-class like Stallions is a huge disgrace. I mean, I feel it, man. This guy is going to get his own YouTube show, and all these dumbasses are going to make him rich. I mean, yeah, Portnoy definitely is probably going to make him rich or whatever, man. Definitely, our guy Abdul said the guy's a narcissist. He can't help himself, man. Keep it coming, chat, man. Y'all let us know. Let us know how you really. Let us know how you really feel, chat. We appreciate you all, man. So, get into this Buckeye talk. Like I said, there are a lot of awards going around. First, I want to start off talking to you. Former Ohio State O-lineman Billy Price is being inducted into the Ohio State Athletics Hall of Fame, man. What do you think about that? I think that's huge for Billy Price, especially what he has done at the Ohio State program.
Bro, absolutely. I mean, I think it's deserved too. Billy Price was a beast when he was here. So, I mean, not a ton on that. Just that's what's up, man. I'm glad Ohio State is recognizing him. I believe he won the Remington when he was here, if I'm not right. So, or if I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, that's what's up, bro. Hey, he was a big time player here.
Hey, shout out Billy Price, man. And just to go through some more, we got the preseason awards that's been just going out. And I feel like this year we have more Buckeyes that's been getting awards, I'll say, mostly on the defensive side than offensive side. Normally it's always like offensive side, you're hearing about these awards. Normally on the defensive side, you don't really hear or you haven't heard too many Buckeye names or whatever. But as of late, it seems to have changed, man. You start off, you got Walter Camp preseason, first team All-Americans. You got J.J. Smith and Caleb Downs there. J.J. Smith is on the Maxwell watch list. You got the Nagurski watch list. Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles is on there. The Outland watch list, you got Tegra and Edric Houston. The Jim Thorpe Award watch list, you got Caleb Downs and Davison Igbinosun. Yo, boy, Terry. The one
that was two of my guys on there.
Hey, the one that everybody always hating on, man. Shout out Davison Igbinosun. And you got on the Buckets watch list, you have Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles. I thought that it was huge for Arvell Reese to be on that list.
I mean,
it just goes to the hype that everybody is speaking on. But I do want to go back and speak on Davison Igbinosun being on this list, because the one thing that has been stopping him from being, great in Buckeye fans' eyes or just great, and even in the NFL eyes, is the penalties, right? Now, I seen my guy Chimney Chekwa months ago. He said, all I need to do is just get my hands on Iggy, work with Iggy for a certain amount of time, and we'll have those issues fixed. And he said, I see something in his game that I used to have an issue with that I think that if we could work with. Now, I've seen a picture of the DBs hanging out, and I've seen Chimney in there, man. So I wonder if he's getting that at work with the DBs. And,
Hope so.
And if he is, I'm very excited. It just gets me even more pumped to see what this defense is going to look like, what the defensive backs is going to look like. And let's get back to BIA, man. Best in America.
Hey, listen, I you know Iggy's my guy, bro. You already know that. I'll be defending Iggy till the cows come home, man. Everybody wants to hate on him because he gets past PIs and stuff. To me, I feel like as a fan base, we've been asking for Iggy to be on our team for the last 5 years before he came here. We're like, man, we don't got no dogs. I kept hearing that word from our fan base. We don't got no dogs. Now, I did start to question that a little bit when dude spit on him and he celebrated it. But I got that. That's the one that he needs to make up for that one still. But our fan base been talking about wanting dogs, and I think that when you get a dog on your team, sometimes they're gonna make mistakes, and Iggy makes mistakes by being too aggressive. He doesn't make mistakes by being too passive, getting cooked, none of that. So I think he's a really good player. And honestly, if they can fix his mistakes with being too aggressive, I mean, he has the frame, he has the coverage skills. I think Iggy's can be a big time player this year. And I mean, he's not going to win the Thorpe Award. Let's be honest. He's not winning the Thorpe Award probably, but but I mean, he's on there with Caleb Downs also. Come on. Caleb Downs is the best player in the country. But I mean, if he did win the Thorpe Award, excuse me, that would be a big victory lap for me.
I mean, hey, all I want him to do, man, is just show improvement and ball out. That's all I want to see, man. Him get some more interceptions, and I hope that the defense allows that. Ryan Day and Ohio State have been throwing out dudes of the week. I don't know if they've been behind or what's been going on, but they've been throwing out dudes of the week left and right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mike, real quick. Hold it down real quick. I got to grab the charger for this computer. I'll be right back.
Man. All right. While we wait on Terry to get back, man. So, week 5 dudes of the week, you got Kenyatta Jackson, you got Jalen McClain, and you got Lincoln Kinghost. Now, the Lincoln Kinghost, this came right after Big Ten Media Days, where you had J.J. Smith allegedly saying who he believes the quarterback would be. So I didn't know if this was political. If this is ran by Mick, then I would say it's not being political at all. But all that we hear about Lincoln Kinghost, man, is that the guy is just a dog. There's no sport that he's bad in, and he's a winner. So Ryan Day, a lot of people are hyping this competition up. I don't mind the competition. I mean, iron sharpens iron. Let's see who the best man is and comes out of this. But also, Kenyatta Jackson, all we heard about, leadership. You got leadership on top of being a dude of the week. And then Jalen McCain. We're going to talk about him later in the show. I think that's big to see him as a dude of the week. Week 6, dudes of the week. You got Brandon Ennis, who has been on the leadership committee since he has started out, man. I mean, shout out to him. Shout out our guy Steve, man, on X, commenting on there. If you are watching on X, please hit that retweet button, as it helps generate more people to be able to see that show. And it costs you nothing to hit that retweet button, man. Just make sure you hit that retweet button on X. All right. And then you got Bennett Christian as well, tight end for Ohio State as well, coming in as a dude of the week. You also have with that Will Smith Jr. Now, we've been hearing a lot about Will Smith Jr. You know, I say a lot, I guess, maybe on the back end, but maybe on the front end, we're just, I mean, people just been dropping, things left and right that he might be the next one up, that he's finally finding his role. I think this is big and it's huge to see him as one of the dudes of the week, because right now, what is the question? The question is interior defensive line depth, right? Now, we see Tywan Malone out there being a depth piece last year. You got him. So that's 3. You got 3 defensive tackles right now. You got Edric Houston, you got Katie McDonald, you got Tywan Malone. And if Will Smith Jr. can be that guy, now you got 4. That gives me a whole lot more confidence going into the season. Terry, what do you think about these dudes of the week 5 through week 6?
Man, dude, listen, I always love when the dudes of the week things comes out. Obviously, like, it doesn't necessarily tell you anything particularly about like, is this player going to start or whatnot. But I do think that they use this to give guys shout outs, like you were saying. Like, I think this stuff came out about Julian Sand probably being the quarterback. And then right after that, you see Lincoln Keenholz on there as the dude of the week. Ryan Day likes to do stuff like that, but I like when they do it, man, because then you get to see the guys out there on the field, kind of what they look like, how they stack up next to each other. As far as like Will Smith Jr., that's the one that you were talking about a lot. I hope that kid is good, man. I like having those guys that are from Ohio. You know what I mean? They stick it out. They end up being a baller at some point in their career. And hopefully that's the case. I know they were trying to, I think, move him to like nose or like one tech. And he was trying to be like a 3 tech before. So hopefully that transition went well with him, because I mean, we need somebody to back up K-Mac, right? That's what we really need. Like, between all the guys that we have, I have no doubt in my mind that at least one of them can be a backup to Edric Houston if he needs to get a break, and kind of do what's asked in that position. But I think K-Mac is really special in the middle, and I don't want to lose that when he gets out of the game and not have, and then we start to get like gashed in the run game or something like that. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest questions for me, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. So you got week 7 through week 8 dudes of the week. You got Luke Montgomery, Jermaine Matthews, Logan George, who's a name who's just been continued to be sprinkled in there as well. You got Max Clare, Bryce West, and Ahmad Tunkara. I hope I'm saying that right. That's another defensive tackle as well in that room, man. So I don't believe that those are any political or anything. I mean, if Mick is saying these guys are dudes of the week, I believe it. Shout out Luke Montgomery, who has been on the Voice of College Football Ohio State channel. Go check that out. If you got any questions or you want to know about that offensive line and how that offensive line is gelling and working out, right? Go back and watch our episode with Luke Montgomery as he talked about that. Also, Jermaine Matthews, seeing him on Dude of the Week right after you hear and Caleb Downs saying that he's probably taking one of the biggest steps in the defensive back room. I think that is huge to see him as a Dude of the Week, man. And we've been having high hopes for Jermaine. I'm excited to see. Man. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Jermaine Matthews do, man. Hope he definitely out there strapping folks, man. We can go ahead and start tweeting out Main Island.
Yeah. Hey, another speaking of like the cornerbacks, bro, Bryce West being on there is huge, because that's like a little sneaky little battle that nobody talks about in this fall camp, is that like that nickel battle, whether it's like Bryce West. I know they were like playing Jermaine there a little bit too, but I don't know who would have been outside if he was not there. And then obviously Lorenzo Styles. That's like a sneaky little battle to watch, bro, because Bryce West was a big-time player coming out of high school, and obviously if you have a Glenville kid on your team, you want to get them on the field. We already seen him on the field making a couple plays that look real good. Like I can think back to the PBU against Tennessee where he turned around, got his hand in there and broke it up. And I can think of another play where he was just like in pursuit of a player who was running to the sideline, and it was like, man, that dude looks a little different than everybody else out there on that second team right now.
He's twitched up, man, and he's athletic. Yeah, we're going to talk about position battles here in a sec, man. And it's also good to see your tight ends, Max Clare, transfer guy, step up and be there. I like to see that as well. But like I said, man, we're about to get on to these position battles that's going on into fall camp. Terry, well, as we talk about fall camp, you got to experience a little bit of fall camp last year. So there's people who might be on the fence. Explain to them why they should go and check out fall camp, check out training camp. Why, even though it's the beginning and it might not be everything or the little details, why is it still exciting to go see?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's cool to go out there. One, you see all the players and you see how physically just dominant some of these guys are, right? That's like the first thing you notice because you get to see them stretching, warming up, whatnot. And then you get to watch them move around and actually make plays. And one thing you wouldn't think, dude, with it being like the first, second, and third practice of fall camp, these guys haven't practiced in a long time. It is super intense. Like the coaches are intense. Like Coach Locke is out there screaming at dudes. They're like, the coaching is super intense and the play on the field is intense too. Like guys are getting super hype when they make plays. So it's not just like, oh, we went out there, we went against each other. Nobody made a play, whatnot. Like, nah, it's super hype. You got dudes screaming. You got dudes like, and the one day I was there, they was smacking each other. I mean, it was just dudes making big hits left and right. I'm like, okay, this is crazy, but it's definitely worth going. Plus at the end of it, you get to meet pretty much any player that walks down the line. And pretty much all of them did. I met all 4 quarterbacks last year. And, guys like Sonny Styles, Jack Sawyer, all of them, we got to take my picture with them. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, and another thing, Mike, I just noticed this because I'm going to one, only one this year, just because it's the timing of it. It's during the week, right? It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll be there Saturday. I noticed that they lowered the price. It's probably about the same price once they add in fees or whatever, but the fees were there last year too, because last year it was $50 for the actual ticket. When I just looked at it, it was $38, and they still have tickets available. So y'all should definitely go. It's lit. I promise you, it's worth it. You're gonna meet a lot of Buckeye fans out there. Yeah, that's it. I mean, just trying to gas that up. It's a fun experience.
Hey, well, y'all heard it right there, man, from Terry, man. Make sure that y'all check in with Terry, man. We also have some amazing shows right here on the Voice of College Football. You got Ohio State Primetime call-in show tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you check our guy Garrison out there. He also does a show every Monday as well. I believe same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you checking this out. We're always dropping content. And as this season is going on, you guys will be seeing myself and Garrison doing the post-game live every Saturday right after the Ohio State game. So make sure that you are tuned in for that, man. What else we got? Oh, so going into camp, there are some position battles that we want to see, right? One of them that we were talking about earlier is that safety position battle. I believe personally that McClain and Malik Hartford can be 1A, 1B, or whatever. But regardless, this is still a position battle. Also, I'll tell you this. With Caleb Downs, let's say if Caleb Downs isn't on the field, who goes in and replace Caleb Downs?
I mean, my guess is it would just be the other safety between those two that's not out there. You know what I mean? I know that's going to require them to learn some stuff, but I think what they would do at that point if Caleb had to come off the field is probably just not run the stuff that you can run with Caleb.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to do different stuff with him. Obviously, you got to do that with a player of that caliber. Hopefully he's able to stay on the field most of the time, especially in the big moments. But, I mean, that battle is super exciting to watch, though, bro, because, I mean, you're saying there's going to be a 1A, 1B, but that's not really how Ohio State does things, bro, especially not at safety. Like, I feel like one of them is going to win the battle. The other one's not going to play that much unless they need him. Or they might look at them and be like, look, these two guys got two different skill sets, and we'll see Malik Hartford when we play, basically all game when we play against guys like or teams like Wisconsin, Michigan, stuff like that. And then maybe when the team throws the ball a little bit more, maybe we'll see McClain. I don't know. I'm interested to see that and see how those two guys look.
So hear me out, right? Because I remember a lot of people were mad, especially when Jim Knowles first got here, that Larry Johnson was rotating too much, right? And I believe that we're probably going to rotate more on defense than we ever have. I think that Jim knows.
I hope so.
I think that Jim knows wasn't big on rotating. Period. I do believe. I mean, you even heard James Laurinaitis saying like Cody should have played more. Like,
He did say that.
I mean, if there's guys that need to play, they need to play. I mean, how many times have we said, "Oh, we be up on guys," and we're still in there looking at our starters when young guys could be getting game reps, crucial game reps. So I honestly think that guys are probably going to rotate more. And I'll say this big, and what I feel might be proven true. I think that Matt Patricia might have more in his bag in calling plays with those other guys who are subbing in than a Jim knows.
Well, I mean, the thing is that we've heard multiple players, coaches, former players say that Jim Knowles' defense is very complicated and there's a lot of checks, meaning like as the play progresses, you have to watch how the play progresses and know where you're supposed to be at. Mm-hmm. That takes time, takes reps, but also I think that Jim Knowles never wanted his defense to not be considered like a top 5 defense in the country, or obviously with the one this year, the number 1 defense in the country. I think that he never wanted to take the starters out because the backups hadn't been in the system long enough. They just simply hadn't been in the system, haven't had the experience to make it where they're going to go out there and make plays. And I mean, like you said, that's not a good thing. Like, we don't want that, because whatever happened when you have to play a backup at that point, then they don't know what they're doing still, and now they have to play. So last year, I will say we got a lot of guys reps, but also there was I would say multiple times throughout the season where it was like, can we just get the backups in? Like, dude, it's the fourth, it's 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter and we're up by 35 points. Like, why is Cody Simon still playing football, bro? Like, why is Caleb Downs still playing football today? Like, let's get these guys out of there. And hopefully Matt Patricia will do that. I do think, Mike, that it's better, maybe not better, but it's good to sub those guys in with the first team. I don't know. That was one thing that we never really did under Jim Knowles, was where, like, we would see they would do like full swaps all the time, even on the D line. Like, they would full swap the D line with 4 secondary guys instead of having a D line of like Jack Sawyer, JTT, and then subbing in somebody for Ty Leak and leaving Ty Hamilton. It was, it was like they would just do a full swap, the clean for the whole unit, and then we never really just sub guys in and let them get reps that way. And I think that's important for this team this year, especially with them being young, because all these players need to develop as the season goes on. And the best way to do that is to get them in there with the ones. Let them play next to the guys that you trust already. That way they know that the guy next to them is going to do what they're supposed to do.
Agree, man. I agree with you. Look at Terry Spit, man. We got some more position battles to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about cornerback. You were talking about guys at the nickelback position with a Bryce West, right? Talking about a Bryce West, talking about a Lorenzo Styles as well. And then Jermaine Matthews, there's no position battle there. It's going to be him. It's going to be Iggy. I feel like Lorenzo Styles is going to get that week 1 start. I have that feeling. I believe that he's going to get that start. But I do think that we are going to see some Bryce West as well.
Listen, I just can't put my finger on it with Lorenzo Styles. I can't figure out if Ryan Day and them want Lorenzo Styles to be a guy who steps up and is the starter this year and like a leader on defense, or if he's just going to be a guy that's going to be a career backup here. And he came here because his brother came here and he's going to be the like glue guy in that room. I don't want that for him, obviously. I think he's talented. And honestly, he hasn't done anything on the field at Ohio State. He played a lot last year. He didn't do anything on the field that makes me think that he can't play. So, I mean, I'm not too mad about it if he does play, but that's one of the more interesting battles. Like I said, it's like, I think Bryce West is super good. So I think that we got to put some respect on his name, and he could definitely win that battle.
Yeah, man. Garrison said, just West at safety and call it good. He just need to be on the field. I mean, I definitely think that the guy can be versatile. I want to see him. I want to see West on outside corner, to be honest with you. That's what I want, but obviously I don't get what I want all the time. It is what it is, but I don't know. Maybe him and Lorenzo 50-50 at that spot, but we'll see. Shout out our guy Kevin, man. He's asking what's up with Aaron Scott. I just feel like Aaron Scott needs a little bit more development, man. That's just me. You know, I believe that he has all the talent in the world, man, but there were some concerns in the spring game for me personally. So I just think that he was a little raw. I think that he has the measurables, he has the talent, the skill set, but he just got to develop a little bit more.
Mike said concerns. The concerns are he ended plays with his face in the dirt as the receiver was running down the field for a touchdown.
I wasn't gonna say all that, but hey,
but it's true. It's true.
That's who might need to move to safety though, but
right. No, I listen. Let me be very clear. I haven't given up on Aaron Scott. I think that Aaron Scott has the build, and I think that he has the attitude to be a really good corner. And hopefully he puts it all together. I'm still not sure who would be the first in the game if like Iggy or Jermaine got hurt. If it would be Aaron Scott or if it would be Devin Sanchez. We got to see what Sanchez looks like. Also, he hasn't lost his black stripe yet, so it's like I expect that to happen early in the spring, but early in the fall. I mean. But a lot of guys who are like super elite, if they come early, they lose that in the spring. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'll say this though. I think that just hear me out, man. One thing that you are battling against, right, is complacency. Right? That's the one thing that this team is battling, and we've heard, hey, yeah, you know, we've heard the guys that, you know, that was a Mecca, that was Cody Simon, that was Lathan Ransom's championship. We won our own. You can say that, but you still made plays. You still did things in a national championship run and in that game, right? But can you keep the team hungry if you're showing them, man, nobody's getting a black stripe off. Man, it's getting a little hard out here. Competitions are hard. I mean, JJ is saying this year's workouts were a lot harder than last year's. So
I expect training camp to be that way too, honestly, because there's so many young guys who are not proven yet, dude. I just expect because I mean that's where the intensity was coming from last year too. It was the young guys who were not proven. It wasn't necessarily the Emeka Bukas and guys like that. They were just out there doing their thing, professionals, you know, doing what they're doing to get their practice in. But the young guys were just bringing so much hype to the practice, and I think that'll be the same thing this year throughout the whole camp because there's so many guys getting an opportunity to play that didn't in the past. So, all
right, another position battle, man. We gotta talk about right tackle. Shout out Philip Daniels. He posted a tweet saying keep sleeping or something like that. He posted with him working out. So you got Philip Daniels versus Austin Saraville. We've seen Austin Saraville become a dude of the week. Shout out my guy Juck. He says there's just something about old linemen who are starting the ball, and that's definitely Austin Saraville. We've been hearing nothing but good things about Austin, but him and Philip Daniels are going to have a battle in this camp. And to be honest, that makes me very excited that we're just like, hey, we're not just sticking someone there. We're sticking the guy who is the best prepared, the guy who's been grinding all off season, the guy who's been putting in the work, and the guy who's going to be going up against the Kenyatta Jacksons of the world, probably the Bo Atkinsons of the world as well. So, I mean, if they can hold up against that,
I mean, yeah,
we should be good.
I think that we kind of know, or at least we think we know the 5 guys that are going to be starting on the O-line this year. With obviously Ethan Onyamwa, Luke Montgomery, Carson, Tegra, and then Austin Saraville. I am interested to see just how it all plays out if any of the guys move around to any different positions in this fall camp. I heard someone, I was watching a show, I think it was Buckeye Huddle. You were just talking about Juck. He's just doing them. I think I was listening to a Buckeye Huddle show earlier, and they were talking about a rumor of Austin moving to left tackle and Ethan Onyanwa moving to right tackle. I don't know. Like, they were just saying it was a rumor they heard, but I mean, something like that. That's basically, I was just giving that as an example, though. That's the kind of thing I'm looking out for. Like, maybe they try that out. Maybe, maybe Austin, they're like, look, we think this guy is the best offensive lineman we have. Let's try him at left tackle. Let's see where we go from here. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think the O-line is going to be good regardless, but there's some interesting things in there with these camps always. Guys moving around and switching with the first team and second team.
Yeah, that's new to me, man. I thought that Carter Lowe was basically next up for that left tackle spot. So that's what I was believing, man. JR Rankins is saying, what's up?
Yeah, JR,
I want to see Lorenzo get the start out there, man. I do too. I have no hate against Lorenzo.
No, me either.
But I do believe there's going to be some rotation with Bryce West, but I do want to see Lorenzo. I have seen them try to get him in, blitzing the quarterback and things like that. He hasn't gotten there really yet. I do want to see, if we're going to use him and he's going to do that, he got to get home. You got to light Arch up. I need to see if we're going to be blitzing our DBs. Bro, you got to light Arch up, man. You got to let them know, welcome to Ohio, welcome to Columbus. I need to see something.
Are you talking about Lorenzo or Bryce West got in on a couple of those?
I'm talking about Lorenzo. Like I see Lorenzo going in on some blitzes from the slot position. So
yeah.
What other the number one position battle, quarterback battle, man. Lincoln King hosts and Julian Sand. My biggest thing, I'm just gonna give my two cents real quick, man. Here's my thing. Whoever Ryan Day picks, that's who I'm rooting with. Buckeye quarterback, however it is, man. I can see Lincoln Kinghouse going out there, being like a more athletic Will Howard, right? I could see that. Also, Julian Sand, from all I'm hearing is hey, he's he can make every throw. My only issue is also the things that we're hearing is how is he going to respond when the play breaks down? Apparently, Lincoln Kinghouse, he has some athleticism to him. He's had guys coming right in his face before. We seen it in the Mizzou game. He didn't flinch. He didn't break down. He just kept going up there, even though he didn't know the plays, didn't know what the hell he was doing. He still went out there and tried, man. So I can see that from Lincoln. I need to see that from Julian. So whoever wins the battle, they wins the battle, man. I'm excited. I just want to see who it's gonna be. Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Like, me personally, I think that Julian's gonna be really good. So I think that Lincoln's gonna kind of get passed up here in the spring. But obviously, with the athleticism being such a big difference, there's a chance for Lincoln. He just needs to be good. He needs to make the right reads. Kind of do like you said, like Will Howard. Like, I mean, as Ohio State fans, we'd be lying to ourselves if we said that our run game was not way better when we have a quarterback that is an actual threat to run the ball. I mean, you look back at Justin Fields, you look back at Will Howard, those were like some of the more dominant run games in Ohio State history, as opposed to you look back like to a guy like C.J. Stroud. Our run game was not, was honestly subpar for a lot of the time. So it is something that I can see the coaching staff taking into consideration. Now, I will say I don't think that Julian Sand is not athletic. I think that he's able to move a little bit and he can make some plays with his legs. And I think that we all have maybe what I would call like Kyle McCord syndrome, where we're just so scared. We're just so scared that if a quarterback that we get is not known as an athlete, that he's going to be Kyle McCord and not be able to maneuver the pocket at all, or not be able to escape any pressure, basically make the O-line look bad the entire game. I think that we have some of that, but I don't think that that's what Julian's saying is. I think that he's very good at maneuvering the pocket. We've seen some of it already in games. Obviously, he hasn't seen it at the college level completely yet, so he does have some learning to do. Like he hasn't seen nothing like Colin Simmons in a game. So he obviously has to learn a little bit. The first game is going to be interesting if he is the quarterback. But But I think that last year, one of the quarterbacks in that room had the longest run from any quarterback on the team. I'm pretty sure it was Julian Sand. Pretty sure it was Julian. I'm just saying, listen, Will Howard had a wide open touchdown for a 30-yard run and just dove on the ground.
Man, bro, how many times Will Howard had nothing but green grass?
Oh, dude, that was insane.
Turf monster.
He couldn't keep his feet for nothing.
All season long, man. I don't know what the heck happened, bro.
Hey, it's like he got so excited, man. His feet was just like bloop, and gave out on him.
And then the one time he does run in the dang on touchdown, bro, he freaking fumbles.
Oh man, I guess Penn State. That one was sick, bro. That was
I was like, what is going on, man?
And it went out the end zone too, so it's like, oh man.
All right, man. Well, before we go ahead and continue, man, we got one more. Before we go ahead and get into our last segment of the show with our Buckeyes versus the rest, man. And we're going to talk about where does Ohio State rank in college football at at certain positions, man. So we're going to get into that right after you hear this word from Mark.
You can make a difference here at the Voice of College Football. Use the Amazon link. Financially contribute to the Voice of College Football without spending a penny. Same shopping experience. It's easy. Go to any video on any channel. Go to the description section and grab the link right next to the capital letters that say Amazon. Use that link and Amazon will instantaneously convert to your account, settings, history, everything intact, just like whatever link you use right now. No difference. Pay no attention to the product that you see right there. Just go search what you want. Don't forget the Amazon link. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, the Voice of College Football.
Welcome back to the world famous Buckeye Show, man. And we got our Buckeyes against the world segment, man. So, Terry, I'm going to ask you, where does Ohio State rank in college football when it comes to the wide receiver position? Let's just get that out the way.
All right. That's the obvious one. That's number one.
Number one, man. Do you have anybody that you're liking to be right behind them, like two teams?
That's hard, bro. I think Alabama's probably up there, especially with the staff they got. Obviously, they got some good staff that's known to produce some good wide receivers, and they have Ryan Williams. The one that I'm hesitant that everybody keeps saying, bro, is Oregon. I don't believe in that, Mike. I don't believe in it, bro, like everybody else does. People are acting like DeCorian Moore is about to be Jeremiah Smith, and I'm just like, man, you don't see that from a freshman, bro. I don't know. I think Alabama's the only one that I would have up there right now. And then I think there's a big gap between everybody else.
I agree with that. Man. All right. Now, about to get harder, Terry. About to get harder. Let's go O-line, man. Let's go Ohio State offensive line. Where do you think Ohio State ranks against college football when it comes to offensive line? And, where you rank them? And I need to know if someone's ahead of them, who is it?
Okay. All right. See, when you start saying that, it makes it tough. When you start telling me to say which teams are ahead of them, I would say I'm going to give my ranking by what I think they'll be at the end of the year, like this entire college football season. Okay. I'm not talking game one because that's just like you don't really know, right?
I like that.
Yeah, so I think Ohio State probably finishes with a top 5 O-line this year. I would say like maybe 4th or 5th. They have the experience. I think they got some high-end talent at tackle. Some teams that I think are better, probably Notre Dame. They had a lot of guys that were young that played last year. And honestly, I think Miami probably has a good O-line this year. I know that listen, I believe in Miami more than a lot of people, Mike, this year. I don't know why, but I do. But anyway, I think Miami, I'm not going to give more than that.
I think that was Terry's bold prediction, Steve.
Nah, come on, man. I just think that Mario Cristobal is a really good offensive line coach, and they got some guys there with a lot of experience. Obviously highly recruited, highly ranked guys. I think they're going to have a pretty good O-line this year. I'm not gonna give like all 5 because I didn't go through and study every single team's O line, but I'm just based off of how good our O line is, kind of where I expect them to be, probably in the top 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put I think Ohio State would be top 5. I do believe you have Notre Dame for sure up there. I do believe that Georgia's O-line is going to be better to start the season off, especially in the run game this year. So I'm going to put Georgia up there. I think they're going to have a pretty good O-line. Who else is Illinois? I believe that they're going to have a top O-line as well. But
what about Michigan?
We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see because, to be honest, their offensive line got better by the end of the year. But majority of the year, that offensive line was just not it. But like I said, like that's the great thing about the game because both of the teams should be playing at their best, right?
Yeah.
But that's right. Yeah, I don't have them. I wouldn't put them in the top 5 right now. They're going to have to show me. Let's go tight end, man. Tight end. How would you stack Ohio State's tight end room up against the rest of the country? Number one?
Number one, bro.
No, number one. Hey, I like that. I like that, man.
I think with Max Clare, bro, you got the high end. I think he's going to be one of the best, if not the best tight end in college football this year. So
yeah, I would say, Ohio. I think that the top 3, maybe I say like your top 5 is going to be Ohio State, maybe Notre Dame, Penn State, Texas,
Georgia,
and Georgia on tight ends. So we'll see, man. I'm definitely excited to see what Ryan Day is going to do and when he's going to use the tight ends. That's what is he going to do what he did back in 2020 and in 2019 when he waits to the end of the season and then just starts murdering folks with the tight ends and the tight end starts scoring 4 touchdowns in the game?
Hey, you remember what Kate Stover did, man? Ryan Day's a changed man. It's Max Clare. It's Max Clare season.
Hey, I hope so. Let's go. All right, now we got to go to running backs, man. You got C.J. Donaldson, James Peoples are your projected 1-2 punch. How would you rank this 1-2 punch in the country? And you said that you're going to project, on how the season's going to be or whatever. So where would you put Ohio State? And you think they're going to be top 5, top 10, top 15?
Yeah, I think with this one, since there's so much unproven, we have to go something like top 15. And honestly, I can name other good running backs on teams that I think could potentially be better than these guys. But I'm not about to rank all 15 ahead of them, Mike. But I just think like you got unproven. Personally, I think that James Peoples is going to be really good. I think C.J. Donaldson obviously is a changed player. He lost all that weight. He's looking really good. Then you have Bo Jackson, who I think, it's crazy talented. We got to see what it turns into. But all them guys are unproven. Nobody really knows what to expect out of this group. So I'm just hoping that they end up being higher than top 15, but I'm going to put them there for now.
I agree with you, man. Definitely top 15 right now. I give the edge to obviously Penn State, but also you got Notre Dame in there as well. So, right now, those are my top 2 running back rooms is Notre Dame and Penn State. It's kind of hard to argue against those 2, but shout out to the North, man, because, I really do have like Northern teams leading in quite a few areas. Now, this is where I say it's going to get hard because quarterback, right? You got, if you talking about, do you want to talk about the room or let's just go with the starter? Because I think going with the starter is easier. I don't really know most of these people's rooms. So let's just go starter. Who has the best starter going into college football? And where will Ohio State rank?
What unit are we talking about?
Quarterback.
Oh, dang. The best starter in college football. Bro, I honestly don't know. I really did. This year is crazy. What do you think?
I'm not sure either. Let's go with right now, because my thing is if I'm going to rank Ohio State right now at the quarterback position, or just say whoever the Ohio State starter is, I can't start them against guys who got, or put them ahead of guys who got production, like South Carolina's Seller. You got LSU, Nussmeyer. Who else we got? Hell, let's just talk about Big Ten. I mean, Dante Moore at least has production, you know. Then you got the Illinois quarterback, Indiana's quarterback got production. So I mean, we have to see. And a lot of these guys, like, yeah, you could sit here and say, oh, you know, how they play with whatever school it was beforehand. I mean, I believe that they're going to be playing with better talent.
Yeah, that's the thing with quarterback, is you got to look at talent. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, there's no quarterback in college football that sticks out to me as like, wow, like this is the best quarterback in college football. Like, I mean, it could be Arch Manning. I mean, it could be, you could see Julian Sand take that. Like, I think he has that type of potential to be that, especially with the weapons that he has. So there's a lot that goes into quarterback, but no one did anything last year that tells me like this guy is definitely going to be the best quarterback this year. So
agree, man. So just before we get out of here, man, we got Abdul said, Mike and Terry, y'all think Tegra take a leap forward? He was super inconsistent last year. I think that he has no choice but to take a leap forward. You know, hearing what they were saying, Coach Mick, the way that he was pushing them, and I just don't believe that the leaders on the team, Jeremiah, Caleb Downs, is going to allow a guy to sit there and slack. I don't believe like a Luke Montgomery, Carson Hinsman is going to allow a guy to slack. I mean, I'll tell you this, I don't believe that the transfer, Ian, I don't believe Ethan. Yeah, I don't believe he's going to allow anybody to slack either. So, I mean, I think that he definitely will have a level up season. I think the biggest thing was his footwork, man. As long as his feet are able to move and don't look like they got cinder blocks, he should be good.
Yeah, he looked like he had some plays where he's lazy. Tegra's another one that's my guy, bro. Like I like dogs on my team. I think Tegra's a dog. I think when he gets his hands on you, you're not getting past him. He just needs to get a little bit better, and I think that he will, bro. I really do. I think that give me that type of player. Give me the dude that's like built in a lab to play this position, and then let my coaches, who are supposed to be the best coaches in the country, teach them how all the technique and how to do everything the right way. I think Tegra falls in that category, and I expect him a big level up from him.
Facts, man. Then we got our guy Steve on X. I like all the Big Ten coaches talking shit about SEC scheduling. Them boys down south ain't used to looking up to the Big Ten. I agree. We talked about that on last show, man. Go back and check that out. Definitely am glad that these coaches are finally saying what I have been saying for years. And then we got Shadrick Bell. We appreciate you, brother. James Peoples all day. He's a superstar. He's been it on every level. He's quick twitch and first 10 yards is elite. And he played wide receiver before running back, so his catch factor will be crazy. I'm excited. I can't wait, man. The thing is just guys aren't truly proving yet, right? And our last one, do the Buckeyes shock the world and land hitter? My thing is I don't trust these kids. You just never know. And right now, I mean, when you're talking about recruiting, you got Russ Bjork at Big Ten Media Day saying we will do what needs to be done to be on top. But Ryan Day came back and said we got to see what rules are going to be enforced, and then we'll have a better understanding, and that's when we'll attack aggressively. So I think that we're going to play it safe with this recruiting class, but be expecting Ohio State to be very aggressive when it comes to the 2027 class. Terry, you got anything else for the people, or let the people know where they can find you?
Yeah, just everybody obviously hit the like on the show. Subscribe to the channel here, man. Come back next week. We'll be live next week. I'll have eyes on practice, hopefully, and then we can talk about what I saw there. But you can just find me at CFB_stop on Twitter. And you got it, Mike. Get us out of here, man.
All right, y'all. With that, we are out of here.
World famous Ohio State Buckeyes.
We might be in a situation where we have a superstar coach on our hands.